Yeah, that was my agent. Honestly, my agent. I spoke to my agent. We sat down, and we had a list, and obviously the Raiders were on the list. Um, but there were a lot of things that credited to my decision of coming to Las Vegas. Uh, Max Crosby. I mean, everyone's speaking about Max Crosby. I'm speaking about Max Crosby. I'm a huge fan of him. Just to have the opportunity to rush on the opposite side of him is huge for me. The front office. I'm very familiar with the front office. I trust them like no other. I mean, I've known this. I know them since I came into the NFL. Dave Sigler, Josh McDaniels, Pat Graham. Pat Graham was my position coach in New England when I first started playing my rookie year. So he's the D coordinator. This is great. This is a great opportunity for me. I'm happy to be a Raider, and like I said, I can't wait to get on the field.
I was going to ask you about Patrick Graham. Like you said, he was the defensive line coach and the linebacker coach those years while you were there. What kind of impact did he have back then, and for it to kind of come full circle now?
Yeah, well, one thing I admire about Pat Graham is his love for for football, and not just for football, but for the players as well. When I got in as a rookie, he didn't just teach me about this is how you get to the quarterback, this is how you set an edge. He taught me the things off the field, things about how to be a man, little things like tying your tie. Um, Things like that, they go a long way. And me and Pat, we still had a relationship, when I left New England. And it's almost a dream come true that we have this opportunity to be in the same room again or to be on the same team again. Like I said, I saw him in the hallway coming here, and I just gave him a big hug and squeezed him really tight because, like I said, who would have thought this would have happened? Yeah, I think consistency is one of the biggest things I take pride in. That's one of the biggest characteristics that I try to highlight when someone say, "Hey, what makes you good? What makes Chandler Jones a good pass rusher?" Consistency. I just spoke in a previous interview about when someone make an investment in something and they know they're consistent. In any aspect of life. When you sit there and you say, "Hey, I know that this person is going to be there Monday through Friday. They're going to be this way." That's easy to invest in because I know, and that's one thing that I take pride in is just being consistent. So, like I say, year in and year out, uh, we've been getting to the quarterback. Well, I've been getting to the quarterback, and like I said, to have the opportunity to rush with Max Crosby. Listen, and he'll tell you I'm a fan of him. And after I'll talk to him after games. I'll text him back when I was on the Cardinals. I'll be texting Max, say, "Hey, that was a good move. What'd you do there? How'd you set up that spin?" So, and like I said, he FaceTimed me when he found out the news. I don't know if you guys saw it on the news, but he FaceTimed me and he was about to cry. He was so happy. He was about to cry when I saw him down in the cafeteria earlier. So, like I said, I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I think that's expected of me, of where I am in my career. I'm 32. This is going into year 11, I believe, and I think leadership is expected of me coming here. Also, I want to say I'm not going to be one of those guys that's going to come here and try to demand respect. You have to earn that from the players, and I've learned that from coming into a new team. And I would say I'm the kind of leader. I'm not a guy that's going to get out and say hoorah and yell and try to get everyone's attention that way. I'm a huge lead by example guy. Hey, Chandler's running off the field. Let me run off the field. Maybe that helps with success. Um, just little things like that. And I think that's very contagious and not demanding for people to do it, but just do it and then show the results. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Chandler, he stayed after a little bit just to do an extra few steps to work on his craft. Damn, but somehow he got 2 sacks this week. Sorry, excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? But when you perfect your craft, it shows. The results always show. And maybe I could be an example to that because I'm a hard worker. I'm a really hard worker. And and when it goes back to your question as far as leadership, I expect to take that role coming to this team and any team that I'm on. That comes with the package for sure. Yeah, I think Max had a big game, and I think he reached out to me on Instagram and he direct messaged me, and we've been chopping it up since then. We swapped numbers, and we just send tips. I mean, we swap film, we'll send clips, and what'd you do on that? How'd you do that? And it's just fun, because when you walk into someone that loves football as much as you do, I mean, we could sit there and talk for days, hours. I mean, and Max is one of those guys. We almost got into it talking football in the training room, actually. But I told him we got a lot of time for that. Man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to show this conference, Raider Nation, to show them my talents. And not that if they didn't know, um, I'm excited for them to see me in silver and black, second quarterbacks, honestly. And not to make any guarantees, but I think I'm going to be doing a lot of it.
Chandler, seeing the names of some of the quarterbacks in this division, particularly Russell Wilson, somebody you've been able to kind of get his number on.
Yeah.
Did that excite you coming here to the AFC West?
Yes. You see that pause where I tried to think of something to say. Yeah, it was exciting, I think I've sacked Russell Wilson more than I've sacked anyone. But Russell's a great friend of mine. I'll say that to him, actually. I'll FaceTime him and call him now. But he's a great friend of mine, and like I said, he's a competitor, and he's a hell of a player. Even having the opportunity to play against him twice a year will be fun. But he thought he can get away from me leaving, but I'm right here with him again, so that's going to be fun to get after him a little bit.